I always think it's a bit weird that we're actually distilling the oil right next to where, like, normally you have separate facilities for pumping oil and refining it, but yeah, we might as well just have it the same thing, right?
I mean, it saves a lot of time for the Plum's power and fuel car.
It's much more efficient than exporting it. Like, what I might do is just turn my music down just a touch.
Well, Manine, I've finished the sign if you want to come look.
Okay, I'll just go and show the guys. See how we're looking. I like Plum's Power and Fuels Limited. I like Corey. See, I don't know how you have the patience for micro blocks. I just really do not have the patience for it.
I think this sign's thumbnail worthy.
Yeah, that's it. That's pretty cool. So I think what I'll do, guys, is I'll try and set up a few more bits and bobs and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so sticking with the theme, I am going to stick with the immersive engineering tanks. And as I was just saying to Corey a minute ago off camera, I'm regretting... man, I'm going to need like a crate on. Are they called barrels? Do we have barrels in this version anymore? Wooden barrel from immersive engineering. Okay, I'm going to stick that guy down there, and hopefully he should be the... It's not going to directly input bitumen into you, are you? Is that how you work? Are you going to directly input bitumen into you? If I do... No, I don't believe that's how barrels work. I was hoping that I had some sort of crate or something that I could... Wooden storage crate. If I stick the bitumen inside you, are you going to automatically... Yep, there we go. So he just works as a normal chest. So I can use him for now. But what I was going to do, guys, is the reason I didn't want these guys so close is I wanted somewhere to have like my buffer storage tank. So I believe if I have the storage tank here... Does this seem in the right place to have a tank, Corey?
Seems alright to me, Manine.
Because I want... Oh, for God's sake. I want somewhere to have... the oil, like just before it goes into the distillation tank. So if we're not distilling for whatever reason, we have a bit of a fallback, if that makes sense. I believe this guy is 1, 2. I believe he's like that, and then you engineers hammer him. I believe so, anyway. Okay, why are you not having that? I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it said in the... So how tall is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, he is 4 tall, so that should be everything... Oh, have I... Yeah, I've done that, I've done it. You should now work. What are you summoning, Corey?
I summoned a giant, but he just disappeared.
Difficulty.
Ah, what difficulty are we on?
Peaceful.
Ah.
Gets rid of all the mobs. So yeah, so I think that's an okay place for the storage tank to go. So I'm gonna set this guy up to, rather than do exactly what he's doing. I've just realised actually the other pump jack I've not even set up to output his fluid. In fact, what I might do, guys, hear me out. I might do this. Yeah, this is looking cool. And then have this guy output straight into him. So hopefully, if I get myself an empty bucket, it should now show me that we're getting crude oil. Yes, Corey, we're getting crude oil. How cool is that?
Awesome, Manine.
This guy should have quite a bit of a backlog, I presume. But yeah, so I think what I'll do, guys, is I'll run my wiring and stuff. Well, I say wiring, I'll run my pipes to hopefully get this thing set up, and we'll be right back.
So.
Okay, guys, so I'm just about finishing up these tanks. Hopefully these guys should work. Are you going to form tanks? Have I done something wrong? Nope. There we go. That's that one. And what I'm going to be doing here, guys, is this is basically where I'm going to be running the outputs for the, whatchamacallit? My crude oil. Well, not the crude oil, my fractions are coming out of the distillation tower. So we've got lubricant, diesel and gasoline, or petrol, as I'll see we call it in the UK. So what I'm going to do is I'm just trying to think of how to run this system. I think what I might do is have the... I might turn the distillation tower off actually for now, because I don't want any more fuel to actually be outputted. So should I have this pipe run overground or underground, Corey? What do you think?
Well, that's completely up to you, Manine.
What are you thinking? Over or above?
Over.
Because I think this one runs overground, this one runs underground, the actual input to there. Actually, no, I think I've changed my mind. I think I will go against what you said, but only for a very specific reason. Because I just think then it'll start becoming a bit of a hindrance, having piping everywhere. Now, just so these guys don't... In fact, they're not going to clash anyway because we're on different levels. what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the pipes run this way, and I'm going to have him dump off, I believe, what's going to go into here. I'm not even sure what's going to go in there. I'm hoping that, yeah, gasoline's going to go in there first, because that's the first fraction, I presume. Then we're going to have diesel, then we're going to have lubricant. So the reason I didn't want any more distilling over is so I could specifically say gasoline's going to go into there. And then once the gasoline's done, which, you know, I think the way to make this work more efficiently is having that work like that, and then the piping runs around the back. Yeah, so then I can output them through the bottom. I believe that's going to be the most efficient way of doing it. Although in that case what I might do is, should I have the piping run out like that? Corey, do you reckon I should have the piping running from the side or running from the back?
From the back, I think.
I'm thinking the same thing. It just means we might have to push the... just due to where I've built them, it just means they might end up sticking out just a tiny little bit. So if we run the road there, and then this means we might encounter a couple of problems with the walling. But I think we can use covers and stuff. We'll just have to use the good old chisel and bits covers. Does that sound okay?
Sounds good to me, man.
Okay, so hopefully now this guy should have diesel and lubricant. Yep, all the fractions are now where they need to be. I can cover up this piping. It's not in the way of anything. I'll use my builder's wand to finish this up. There we go, Corey. That's the actual bit of the build that requires attention to detail is done, I think. I might trail these pipes into the ground, actually, considering that every other pipe goes into the ground. So I might have it run there, and then I might have it trail into the ground. So I think what I'll do, guys, is I'll be right back when I have something more to show you guys. Okay, guys, we're back. So here's the facility as it stands. I've sort of trailed the pipe into the floor a little bit just so it looks better. But what I might do is exchange that for some nice concrete. Yeah, so there we go. That looks a bit neater now. It doesn't look quite as untidy as it did. So everything's working now. But the distillation tower, I believe, is he working? Is the distillation tower going? Yeah, he's going with a bit of crude oil. I think we've probably used up. I can't. Hang on. If I get a bucket, how much crude oil have we actually used up? Have we used up all the? Yeah, we've pretty much used up all the crude oil that's in the tank, Corey. So what I might do is stop distilling it for now and just sort of let the crude oil accumulate just for a little bit, because I'm going to be honest, we're going to run out of space in this fluid tank. Look at this, Corey. Like, the fluid tank is pretty much up to there already in gasoline and diesel, and we don't have much lubricant. But the thing is, though, what do we actually use all this stuff for? Like the petrol and the diesel we can also use as fuels. Lubricant, I'm not really sure what it's used for. Something or other. But I think one thing we are missing, though, is a little control station, though, Corey. So I say, do you want to build it out of... I'm kind of feeling these sort of ash bricks from forestry. They kind of go with the whole grey theme. What do you think of these, Corey?
I like it, man.
So I'm going to have this just be a little bit of a control room. I'm not going to have it be absolutely crazily big, because I don't want it to interfere with everything else that's around here. So I'm not going to have it right up against the fence either. I'm going to have it here. One thing we could probably do is have like a little gate or whatever. What did you have as that for that barrier? How did you get the barrier there?
The barrier? What do you
What's
mean?
it called? I'll just pick block on it. It's like car park barrier. Car. How did you get it? Oh, there it is. But it's just really, really hard to see. So I might get a closed one actually for the facility. And I might stick it. How is this going to work? Okay, I'll have it work. Why is he not? I don't know what it is, but he does not want to work. I think it's because of the road marking actually. Is it because is the road marking? Yes, the road markings you don't like. So I'll stick you at the side of the road there. There we go. I have had to get rid of the road marking to put him there, but that's fine. So we'll have that guy there, sort of, you know, making sure no one gets in or out or whatever. And yeah, I think I'm going to get on with the control tower now, and I'll be right back once I have more progress to show you guys. Okay guys, so the control tower is now complete. So as you can see, it's all here. I've got my sort of manager's office up here, so you can sort of, you know, sit and overlook the entire sort of operations that are going on. How are you doing, Corey? What are you doing? Are you still working on your Howling Westy suite?
I'm doing the Howling Westy suite, yeah.
What I'll do is I'll come over and show the guys what's been going on. So, ooh, I'm liking this. So a jukebox, got a billiard rack, beer kegs. Oh, we've even got beer. Nice. I'm liking all. This is like a true party room, I must admit. You've got like a large sort of American style fridge, got a stove and an oven. I'm liking the look of this, Corey.
Yeah, I've definitely gone for a more vintage vibe, I think, with my room.
I like your like fish tank as well, actually. Yeah, this is a pretty cool looking room, I must admit. I think what I might do is I'll sneak out of your window and I'll sort of just compare that to the Plum suite. So I think the Plum suite's definitely got some competition. I think yours is definitely more deluxe than the Plum suite, I must admit. Yours is like a proper party room. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to head straight back over to the petrol bit. Oh, are you trying to demo how it looks at night?
Yeah, I'm just going to get the place lit up a little bit.
So I think what I'll do, guys, is I'll cut here and I'll be right back. Okay, I guess we're back pretty much for the last segment of the video. We're going to have to wrap up very soon. But basically, I have... Okay, have I... Could probably do with this looking a bit nicer. Now, I'm going to apologise, guys. I pretty much... the wiring for what I've done here is completely horrible. Like, I've got wires trailing straight up to my control room. But I am going to be covering these up in future time. I'm going to make this look a bit nicer off camera. But for now, I believe it is functional because we are sort of hitting the wrapping up point for like how long me and Corey can record for. So what we're going to do is to tour the video, or to tour the build, we're going to do a bit of a roleplay. Okay guys, so before we head off with the roleplay, we'll just thought I'd show you guys what Corey's done with his room. So I think we showed this bit before, but I believe you've probably made a few more additions. So we've got some wiggle side chairs, we've got some, you know, what are these things, Corey?
A phonograph.
I've never actually seen one. Well, I have seen them before. I just didn't know if that's what they were called. You've got wardrobe, bed. I believe we have shown most of this off before, but yeah. This is pretty much what Corey's room is, the Howling Westy suite. So yeah, we'll be right back with the roleplay, guys. Oh, so I wonder when that new guy's getting here. I was told we've got a new technician coming around, like our old technician. I think some sort of accident happened. I think he fell off the distillation tower or something. So we've got a new technician. Oh, here he is. This is the guy coming in for his interview. Let's see. Doesn't look particularly professional. He seems to be having a bit of trouble getting in through our entranceway. Actually, I've never seen anyone, and he's been the douchebag and parked forwards. But we'll let him off for that. He's also for some reason left his engine running. But we'll. I'm not sure if this guy's going to be up for the task. I must admit. I gave him directions on how to get here. Hopefully, you won't get lost or anything. I told him how the elevators and stuff work. Oh, here you are, sir.
Hello, sir.
Can we get that handshake going? Okay, so please take a seat. I didn't tell you you could take a seat, but okay, sure. Okay, so let's just look you up on my system then. Okay, so you are. What is your name, sir? Would you mind just some background checks?
Keith.
Keith. What's your last name?
Villager.
Keith Villager. Okay, Keith Villager. Okay, yep, you appear to be on a system. Okay, so what job are you applying for here, sir?
Any job I can get, sir.
Okay, I believe you were signed up for the technician, which was correct. So, can you tell me a little bit about our power plant? I assume you've done a little bit of research.
I used to work in a power plant, sir.
Do you have any experience? So do you have some? How long were you there for?
About an episode, sir.
And so, what was your reason for leaving that job? What was your reason for termination?
I still work there, sir.
So how can we get another job here?
It was last season, sir.
Okay, so you seem okay, but I'll do one last check. Can you tell me what any of this stuff does? Would you mind telling me what those things are down there? Those things that are the only things that are actually moving?
They're ice cream making machines, sir.
Well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to send you home and we're going to post your results of the interview to you in the next couple of weeks. So would you mind please getting the hell out of my facility? Okay, is he actually going to get away or is he going to... Don't tell me he's going to cause any more damage. Okay, there he is. Hey, he's in my car. He's in the Plummobile. Stop thief! He's in my car! Would you mind getting out of my car, sir? Ooh, you almost drained the battery there. So you better get away, sir. Get out of my facility. Okay guys, so I think what we're going to do is going to wrap up the video here, guys, after our little car chase. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you have enjoyed. Goodbye from Painted Plum.
And hello, Misty.